You call yourself an exorcist?
For some Tekken players who are new to this series, the name Eliza might not be too familiar compared to other iconic characters like Kazuya, Jin, or Paul. However, Eliza is actually an original character who was first introduced in the game Tekken Revolution, a free-to-play spin-off released exclusively for PlayStation 3 in 2013. Eliza became one of the most striking characters because of her unique concept and how vastly different she is from other Tekken characters. She is depicted as a mysterious vampire with an elegant yet deadly appearance, complete with a supernatural aura that immediately makes her stand out. What truly makes Eliza different is not only her character design, but also her unique fighting style, combining fast and agile close-range attacks with projectile abilities based on blood energy, something very unusual in the Tekken universe, which usually focuses on realistic hand-to-hand martial arts combat. The popularity and appeal of this character eventually led Bandai Namco to bring Eliza into Tekken 7 as a DLC character. That was when Eliza's name started to become more widely known by the Tekken player community. Eliza's uniqueness lies not only in her appearance and backstory as a vampire who has been asleep for centuries, but also in terms of gameplay that truly offers a different sensation. Eliza has an EX meter system, a feature that we usually only see in 2D fighting games like Street Fighter or King of Fighters. Through this system, Eliza can perform special moves and super combos using the meter, something very rare in the Tekken series. The presence of this system makes Eliza feel like a guest character from another game universe, inserted into Tekken. And that's exactly what becomes her main appeal. She represents something experimental, fresh, and outside the traditional Tekken formula. It's no surprise that Eliza's presence sparked many discussions in the community, both from those who welcomed the innovation with enthusiasm and those who felt her gameplay was too different from the classic Tekken fighting style. But one thing is certain, Eliza has successfully created a strong identity as an eccentric, mysterious, and unforgettable character. Amid the uncertainty surrounding Eliza's presence in Tekken 8, discussions within the fighting game community have become increasingly heated. On various platforms such as Reddit, Discord, and Twitter, now known as X, debates about the fate of this vampire character continue to unfold. The Tekken-loving community seems to be divided into two major camps. On one side, there is a group of players who consider Eliza to be a character that is too niche. They argue that Eliza, with her EX meter system and hybrid fighting style, feels out of place in the direction of Tekken 8's gameplay, which focuses more on grounded, aggressive, and cinematic battles through new systems like the Heat system. Characters like Eliza are seen as no longer aligning with the new identity of Tekken being built by Bandai Namco, which is trying to reinforce a sense of realism and dynamic combat in every duel. However, on the other hand, there are also many loyal Eliza fans who firmly voice their hopes that this character will return in the latest series. They actually see the presence of a supernatural character like Eliza as a unique element that distinguishes Tekken from other fighting games. A vampire character who is elegant, mysterious, and has an unusual gameplay style, according to them, is a refreshing added value, especially considering that supernatural characters like vampires are very rarely found in the modern fighting game scene. Eliza's presence is considered an interesting alternative to the conventional combat patterns commonly found in Tekken. Some even refer to Eliza as a hidden gem, with great potential if given the proper spotlight. Interestingly, even though there has been no official confirmation from the developers, the community's enthusiasm for Eliza has not diminished in the slightest. This can be seen from the widespread fan-made modifications that bring Eliza into the early versions of Tekken 8 through mod files. Some creative modders have even begun creating costume versions and animations of Eliza, so she can be unofficially played on the PC version, complete with some of her iconic moves. This is solid proof that even if she doesn't appear in the initial roster, Eliza still has a loyal and highly dedicated fan base. The community still believes that this character deserves a place on the fighting stage of Tekken 8, and they are ready to do whatever it takes to preserve her existence, even if they have to create her themselves first. If we look at the pattern applied by Bandai Namco in Tekken 7, it is very likely that Eliza, if indeed not included in the initial roster, will return as part of additional content, also known as DLC. In Tekken 7, Eliza was not immediately available to all players. She was initially only accessible to those who pre-ordered the game, and later became part of exclusive content. This pattern is not new in modern fighting game development strategies. Characters with unique fighting styles, different mechanics, or story backgrounds that are not tightly tied to the main game narrative are often placed outside the main roster and made part of the Season Pass or expansion content. Bandai Namco has a consistent pattern in releasing additional characters based on a combination of business strategy and community demand. They often monitor player reactions, whether through official surveys, online forums, social media, or character popularity trends over time. If the voice from the community is strong enough, it's not impossible that Bandai Namco will consider bringing Eliza back, even if initially this character wasn't part of the original plan. The Tekken community has long been known to be vocal and active in expressing their opinions, and Bandai Namco has on several occasions responded to fan requests through DLC content released in previous series. If enough fans continue to show their support, through online campaigns, community discussions, or previous DLC purchases, it is very likely that we will see Eliza swing her vampire claws once again in the Tekken 8 fighting arena. We also have to be realistic. Tekken 8 itself has already brought many innovations and new systems, especially with the arrival of the Heat system, which significantly changes the pace and dynamics of the fights. This system emphasizes more aggressive, fast-paced, and intense gameplay. In this context, a character like Eliza, who has her own meter mechanics, could pose a challenge in terms of balancing. If not properly adapted, Eliza could feel too powerful or instead feel out of sync with the core system brought by Tekken 8. So, if Eliza really is going to return, there needs to be a deep adjustment to her mechanics so that she remains competitive and relevant in this new gameplay environment. Perhaps her EX meter system needs to be integrated into the Heat system, or even modified so it doesn't clash too much with the rhythm of gameplay that Bandai Namco is currently building. So, in my personal opinion, Eliza is not a must-have character, but it would be a shame if she's not utilized. She has great potential as a DLC character that enriches gameplay variety and offers a different choice for players. As long as the adjustments are done right, Eliza can once again become a favorite character without disrupting the overall game balance. One thing is certain, if her presence can bring a new color into the world of Tekken 8, then I would gladly welcome the return of this mysterious vampire to the fighting arena. Now it's your turn to speak. What do you think? Does Eliza really deserve to return in Tekken 8? Or would it be better for Bandai Namco to focus on introducing new, fresh characters that align with the new direction of the game design? Are you on team Eliza must return, or on team better to move on and look for new characters? Write your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates about Tekken, Street Fighter, and other fighting games. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you in the next video.